Good morning. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I am glad to be here with you this morning on this beautiful sunny morning here in Texas. I am honored to be able to bring you these words that God pours into me. And last night I got two words for two different things I want to talk about, but today I am going to talk about in the background. And I know many women struggle with this, so I feel like some of you will be able to relate, and men will also be able to relate. So it's not just for women. As some of you know, for 7 years I have been a stay-at-home mom. 3 of those years I got my real estate license, and I am currently a realtor. But during my time as a stay-at-home mom, I have fought very deep challenges mentally: depression, anxiety, trying to find my purpose in life. And I really feel like stay-at-home moms are not they're not given the credit that they deserve. Because as for me, growing up, I watched my mother work 3 jobs to support my sister and I, and we were raised very independent. We watched mom work and provide for us, and so through high school or after high school, I worked. After I got married, I had a couple of jobs, but none of them gave me a purpose. And maybe you are stuck in a season where you're at a career that you don't like. Maybe you're burnt out. Maybe you're like me, a stay-at-home mom / a business owner / whatever, part-time worker, and you just don't feel like you're doing God's calling on your life. And I want to relate this to that, because as for us stay-at-home moms, we sometimes feel like we are in the background. And my husband works in the oil industry, and so he's gone away from home for periods at a time, and I have to feel those roles when our daughter cries for her daddy, when she's sick, the doctor's appointments, the dentist appointments, all of those gaps of when she's out of school for holidays or breaks or gets early release. So it's hard for us when our spouses work in an industry like that to have a 9-to-5 job. And that is one reason I went into the real estate business, was because there was not a job out there that would work around the schedule I needed to have for the availability for our daughter. And so if you can relate to this, then this message is really going to be for you. I think we can relate. For me, personally, I wanted, and I still want, to be able to give financially to my family. I want to help my husband. I want to financially help him. And the enemy can really come in and deceive me in these aspects of my life. He has made me envy my husband. He's made me very jealous that he got to go to work and I had to stay home. He got to draw this paycheck and I didn't. And this is where we can relate. And I was reading yesterday in the Bible, because this is something I actually struggled with this past week. I've even talked to my mentor / good friend about, and she even told me, Dusty, you're getting distracted. The enemy is distracting you from your purpose, because you are reaching and you are doing more things than what you realize. And I needed to keep moving forward. And that is a good word for you, whether you're retired, running a business, or whatever it is. We can easily get distracted. The enemy can distract us and deceive us. As for me, I want to help my spouse. I see the stress sometimes that the finances cause him, and I want to step in and help. But the reality is, somebody has to be there for our daughter. And as women that are stay-at-home moms, we have to find careers or become business owners that work around that schedule, right? So as I was reading in Proverbs yesterday, I come across a verse, and I am going to be very vulnerable with you and even read to you the text that I sent my husband after I read this. So in Proverbs 3, this is verses 9 and 10. It says, "Glorify God with all your wealth, honoring Him with your very best, with every increase that comes to you. Then every dimension of your life will overflow with blessings from an uncontainable source of inner joy." Now, mine is the Passion Translation, so it might be a little different than yours. I really like this because it makes it more personal for me, so I really love the Passion Translation when it comes to some of the books in the Bible. So I sent that to my husband, and I was like, this is where I kind of lose faith, because I feel like anything that I touch, I spin my wheels at it, right? Like, I'm not getting nowhere. I feel stuck. I feel like all my marketing, all my phone calls, all my blogs, I feel like I'm just stuck. And I sent him that. And I heard God say, keep reading. And I thought, yeah, God has a word for me. I know He does. I'm going to read this word to you because this is what this is about. Further down, verse 13 says, a part of it says, "To gain the riches of wisdom is far greater than gaining the wealth of the world." And I thought, wow. Okay, it stopped me in my tracks. But I kind of got offended because I was like, wealth of the world? Like, Jesus, I don't do these videos for me to be in the spotlight. I do this for you to be in the spotlight so people see you through me. And He said, that's not what I'm talking about. He doesn't need me to have 1 million followers. He doesn't need me to provide financially right now for my family. He needs me to embrace the season I'm at with our daughter. And He even went on and pointed me to another verse in the Bible. He said, don't lose faith. If one person sees your video and comes to me, heaven rejoices over that one soul that was lost. You don't need the wealth of the world. I have chosen you. And I thought, that is powerful. That is so powerful, and that is for you. If you're running a business, if you're at a job that you're not feeling your purpose, if you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever it is, and you're bored, you feel like you're spinning your tires, God has chosen you. Keep moving forward in that business. Keep spinning your tires, because one day it's going to launch off, baby, and it's going to go, and you're going to be like it flying in the air. Keep spinning your tires. Keep doing what you're doing, because God has chosen us. He has chosen us to go out and do His good works. And it's very easy for us to get discouraged. It's very easy for stay-at-home moms, for people that are retired, running small businesses. It is hard. It is very hard, because we can get deceived very easy, like that, and our attention can be off Jesus. And you know, the other night, my mom brought my Nana over to sit around the fire with us. I have a propane fire pit. And again, I was telling them about anything my husband touches just blesses him. I mean, he is just like a magnet. I mean, when he's home, people stop by and see us. He can make videos and get thousands of views. And I am so happy for him because I love it. But there's a part of me that's like, I'm doing your work, God. And isn't it easy for us to get caught in that trap? I'm doing your work, God, and my videos and my hard work ain't going nowhere. Isn't it hard? That trap is bad, y'all. And my Nana was sitting there and she picked me right up and she said, darling, never underestimate a stay-at-home mom. She said, your time may not be right now, and that's okay. And she said, being a stay-at-home mom is hard. I've raised 7 kids, I know. But don't lose faith. And you know, she was right. She's right. It is hard. My time may not be right now. Your time may not be right now. But your time's coming. And it will come to pass. Jesus has a purpose and a plan for every one of us. We don't need the wealth of the world. We need Him. And He sees and He hears everything that is going on in our lives. Don't fall into these traps. I have, and it is very deceiving. It is hard to pull yourself out of. You really got to make sure you have a circle of supporters that can come in and pull you out of that pit. Don't fall into that pit. And if you are currently in that pit, feel free to message me, comment, call me. I will help pull you out because I have lived it. I know it's hard. And I still face those challenges because it is so easy to fall into those traps. But remember, no matter what, you are making an impact. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing your business. Keep being retired. Keep moving forward. Don't lose hope. Thank you all for joining in this morning. I appreciate all of you that tune in and watch these Wisdom Wednesdays. Next week will be a little powerful message. I've already got it wrote out and ready for you, and I cannot wait to share it with you next week. Also, if you have anybody that you think will benefit from this page, you can invite them to this page. Also, you can catch me on YouTube at Living the Blessed Life. Thank you for joining me on Wisdom Wednesdays, and I cannot see you. I cannot wait. I can see you. I can see some of you on here commenting. I can't wait to see you all next week. Y'all have a good rest of your week, and tune in next Wednesday because you will not want to miss the message that I have for you.